Hi, this is Chef Avoir Chaud. Today I'm going to show you how to make maple and brown sugar glazed ribs, and it's pretty simple to make. I'm going to give you my version of a maple brown sugar barbecue sauce, and the ribs are going to be in the oven, and once the ribs are almost completely done, we're going to glaze the ribs 3 times with the barbecue sauce. So you'll be able to find all the list of the ingredients you need in the measurement box below in the video. So here I got some country style ribs. You can use any cut of pork ribs that you want to use. We're going to place them down with the bone side up first. And I'm putting this in a half sheet pan. Okay, and there's really no measurements for this recipe. So the first thing we're going to do is just cover this side with salt, some black pepper. You can use white pepper if you prefer white pepper for this one. One more thing, and smoked paprika. Just lightly sprinkle the paprika. You don't want to overwhelm the ribs with the paprika because paprika is pretty pungent. So we're going to flip this over and we're going to do the same thing. And I have my oven preheated at 450 degrees. Okay, now I'm going to add just a little bit of water in the pan. This is like a 1/4 cup of water. I'm just kind of pouring it in between the ribs. And we're going to just keep a close eye on these and add more water once it becomes dry. This is going to go in the oven. This is going to cook for about 2 hours. I'm going to let this go for 30 minutes, and then we're going to add more water to the bottom of the pan. It's going to be more than what we added the first time. It's been approximately 30 minutes, and I just added 1.5 cups water to the bottom of the pan. And I'm going to keep checking this about every 20 minutes. And once I need more water, just keep adding more water. So I'll be back once it's done to let you know how long it took for it to cook. But in the meantime, we're going to start the barbecue sauce. To make your barbecue sauce, we're going to start with 1/2 cup of maple syrup, 3/4 cup of ketchup, of brown sugar, uh, 2 tablespoons of ground mustard powder, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, a tablespoon of dried minced onions, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Whisk this together. A couple of tablespoons of white vinegar, then finally about 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. A 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder, and that's the final thing. And then just that. Okay, here in the saucepan, I'm gonna add the barbecue sauce, and I'm going to allow this to come up to a soft boil. So this is now a soft boil. I'm starting to see bubbles. The reason why you just want to bring this to a soft boil because you don't want the tomato sauce to burn or the ketchup to burn. And we're just heating this just so we make sure the sugar is well dissolved. So now we're going to turn the heat off and set it aside. I cooked my ribs for about 1 hour and 25 minutes. I continue to add water slowly. And now the ribs are just to the point where it's almost extremely tender. So just take the ribs out of the pan and clean it, of course, and then just dip the ribs into your barbecue sauce. So dip all your ribs into the sauce, place them in the pan, and this is going to go back in the oven at 350 degrees, and we're going to bake it for 10 minutes. Then we're going to slowly use a brush and just brush the ribs down with the barbecue sauce every 10 minutes. So this is going to cook for an additional 30 minutes. And you will be basting this 3 times. And here is the ribs. They're perfectly done and tender. I hope you guys try this recipe and definitely enjoy it. Please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. By subscribing, you get to see new videos from me every Wednesday and Saturday. Remember to live and be well. Do all you can to stop all bullying and abuse.